Hi, it's Sunday. Welcome. So, today I'm going to do a short healing video on getting out of the fighting yourself in the world mode. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is because, well, a couple of reasons. One is that when I was sicker, I could actually feel the bad chemistry happening when I went into fighting mode, which is one of the reasons why I really do not recommend fighting your illness. Because it starts a really bad cascade of chemicals which increase your inflammation, and inflammation contributes to 95% of our illnesses, according to Baylor and Harvard medical schools. So, not maybe the greatest idea for your health. And also, in the world, what are we seeing? Tons of divisiveness, tons of fighting, and honestly, the natural instinct is to fight back for your side. But we're getting to the point where it's kind of obvious that that isn't an effective technique. So let's look at it another way. I'm not at all encouraging you to abandon your principles. I'm not at all encouraging you to just kind of collapse and fade away. What I'm encouraging you to do is to stand in your power in a different kind of way. A way that doesn't involve like being all sort of tense and puffed out chesty and, pushing forward. And I'm also going to encourage you to consider how competition and fighting happens in little ways. This is something I noticed after the attack on the towers in New York. Because my first response was, I really hope there won't be a war. And then my second response was, well, how do I contribute to war? And what came to me was when I meet people, there's this automatic, almost unconscious thing that happens inside of me where I'm kind of ranking them and me and seeing which of us is like, comes out on top. So, say for instance, if you're a person who really thinks it's very important to be a certain weight, and you see somebody who's fat, and you think, oh, well, I'm above them because, I'm slender and fit. Well, are you really? You know? If you considered it logically, you probably wouldn't be able to come up with an answer for why that's true, but nonetheless, you feel it and you act on it because all of this is going on unconsciously. We get a whole lot of training in this culture to be that way, to be competitive, to fight a sort of holy war between good and evil. And a lot of us are stuck in the notion that fighting for good will prevail. I'm not so sure it does. I think that it might be necessary sometimes. But what is more effective in my own life, and what I think it might be interesting for you to experiment with if you're willing, is to begin to focus more on collaboration than competition, and to begin to open to possible tendrils of how collaboration could happen in your life and in the bigger picture. So I'm going to do a piece of healing on that. And it's about just opening you to that possibility. It's not going to make you do anything. It's just if you yourself have felt the kind of uselessness of fighting everything, and if you felt the exhaustion of that, you might want to experiment with this and see what happens. Okay, so my usual healing is to go silent because it's the most efficient way. Your job is to be as relaxed and comfortable as you can be in this moment. And, life is life, so it might be more or less, but be as relaxed and comfortable as you can and be receptive. And here we go. I'm going to shut my eyes and the healing will happen inside you, not from anything I'm actually doing. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is a piece you can come back to if you like, if you're feeling kind of riled up and it's getting in your way. It's a piece you can come back to if you are feeling that your connections with other people or even other beings around your place are not very congenial. And if you have friends who are kind of suffering because they're in a constantly riled up state, you might introduce them to this video and, see if they get something from it. The thing about kind of beginning to shift your focus more to collaborative mode and less to competitive mode is that it actually makes you more powerful. It actually makes you find and realize the things that support you in this world. So that's a thing to consider. Until the next time, be well. I'm Sunday Oliver, and you can find more about me at sundayoliver.com or my YouTube station, which is Sunday Oliver. Very original. All right, bye.